In all cases, I called CRM a particular database for potential clients or leads and clients. With CRMs like HubSpot, one of the difficulty is to get the data out for analysis, especially when you have many contacts. One solution deals with using third parties or writing your own, for example, Python code in order to extract the data. Of course, this coding solution has other difficulties, like for example pagination, and in this video you will see how easy it is to connect to the underlying table of the database of an open source CRM. I'm talking about Mautic, that is, as I said, an open source CRM. Now, it is not the purpose of this video to discuss how to choose a CRM, because it is a very big topic. I can just tell you that, for example, this solution doesn't allow you to rotate the contact owner unless you try to find a plugin or unless you try to do something more articulate. This is not a problem if you have a micro company. It is a problem if you have, for example, 4 or 5 sales representatives. Let's try to create a new contact or lead. Let's call him Maria Assunta, a very Italian name of many decades ago, and let's leave the rest empty. Now let's suppose that I want to create a report on such contacts, something that I could also do here. Maybe it is too basic to do it here. If I connect to the database linked to the server that hosts my CRM, I go down and I see the table called lead that has a suspicious amount of rows, even if it has 2. If we refresh this, we see the lead we just created, that is Maria Assunta. As said in a previous video, if you want to have fast reports, one solution is to connect to, for example, Power BI, but not directly to this lead table, but to the view of this view table. For example, you just want leads that have a certain stage. For example, they became clients. Also on HubSpot you can do this, but it is not so smooth, let's say. You do it via an API and not directly with the table or view connection. Of course, as mentioned in other occasions, when you host your own CRM on a server, you have to worry about also about safety. So things like replicas of your tables, backups, and in some cases also high availability, something that you don't have to worry about when you pay $20,000 per year on HubSpot. If you want to understand if a self-hosted CRM fits your company, also in order to have more manageable reports, we can first have a free call with the link you see in the description. Bye and see you the next time.